and then we can rock and roll.
It just popped up on my screen.
Got you.
Sweetheart. Something bit me juicy.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to season 2 of New Era 410 podcast. I'm your host, Mason, and you have my host, I Am Amor, and we got our special guest, Trevor Schlies. Yeah.
Let's go.
How you doing today, bro? How you doing?
Pretty good. No complaints besides the SAG-AFTRA strike, but shit.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And we definitely gonna touch on that today too.
Yeah.
For sure. So for the people that don't know who you are, and this is the first time of them seeing you, just give us a brief synopsis of who you are and a little bit about yourself.
Well, I moved to California to become an actor like 5 years ago from Wisconsin to California. Basically knew nothing about going to California, but people are like, maybe you should go to Chicago or Atlanta to build your credits up. But I'm just like, if I'm going for my dream, I might as well go in the hardest place to make it. So I just went straight to California and basically had to work my credits up and get an agent and all that type of stuff. And here I am today.
So speaking of California, I actually went to college in California, so I got a chance to live there for a couple of years, and it's amazing. It's the best place.
It is amazing.
What is your favorite part about California?
The sun.
Yeah.
Because I'm from Wisconsin, it's like hot there is like 60, 70 degrees, and you get that maybe 3 months, 4 months out of the year. Here you get that like every day. So it's not bad.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what actually motivated you to want to become an actor? Out of all the things and the careers you could have taken, why an actor?
Well, after high school, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. And after that, I got like a career, I got a job at like a factory making like car pistons. And I was like, yeah, I definitely don't want to do this. So I was like, what am I passionate about? I've always liked like going to the movies and just going to like, when you watch it, you just kind of like go into that different world. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just become an actor. And I told my mom about it, and she's just like, you're gonna have to go in front of people and like act. And I was like, yeah, because I was kind of like a shy guy, so I was like, I didn't like to do anything in front of people. But she was like, maybe you should do a play, make sure you like it. So I did a play. Bull in the China Shop was my first play, and after the play, I ended up like killing it or whatever. Everyone's like, round of applause, all that shit. So
Yeah.
I was like, see, mom, look, so can I go or what?
Got mom's blessing for sure.
Uh-huh.
It's definitely good to have a person in your corner that not only like kind of like motivates you or let you do certain things, but to also have someone to give you that reality check, like, hey, this is the type of person you are. Are you sure you're ready for this? Like, just to make sure.
Yeah, because everyone would like tell me, like, you know how expensive it is there, blah blah blah. In my mind, would be like, oh, you don't only like 3%, 4% of people like make it in California. In my head, I'm like, shit, I won't be that 4%. So
Right. That's the only way to think. You got to.
Exactly.
You don't have confidence in yourself. Shit, you might as well not even come to California. How competitive it is here.
It's just celebrities just walking around. So it's like you got to be on your game. It's like you're kind of invisible if you don't make yourself visible. If you get
I would just be in Walmart. I think I worked on a film with Terry Crews or whatever, and he just came from behind me. I was like, Trevor. I'm like, who the fuck is that? I was like, oh shit, it was like Terry Crews just out of the blue, fucking in a fucking random Walmart. I was like, okay, I see you.
All right, so I want to get into some of your acting experiences. Doing a little research, I seen that it's been a few movies that you have been in. Would you like to tell us about those?
Let's see. Lionsgate film, Prescience. And I got that because one of my good friends actually was a writer on the project. And he asked me if I wanted to be PA on the set. So I was like, sure I wasn't doing anything, and he's a friend, I'll help him out. So then at the end of that day, one of the producers came up to me and they're like, "Well, you want to come back tomorrow and we'll give you a role?" I was like, hell yeah. So that's how I ended up getting the role, because in California, it's a lot to do with like networking and just being like a really good person, because people, obviously that's not like everywhere in California, just being a good person. A lot of people are trying to see what I can get out of you and stuff like that. So some people end up like rewarding you if you're actually like a good person. So ended up getting a role on that just because of networking and basically helping out my friend for the day, and they just offered me a role. So I was like, okay.
What was the role? Like, what type of person did you play?
It was an ICE officer. And it was with basically I was trying to like Linda Gray. She's won like I think 3 Golden Globe awards. I had a scene with her, and I was basically trying to like take her away, and she had wanted none of that stuff. So I was like, okay. And she was really like forcing me. I was like, oh shit, I gotta really try. Because she was just using some force. So I was like, okay, shit. But yeah, so that was that movie. And then I recently booked well, I did it like last year, but it was like a vampire movie. And I ended up getting that because one of my friends referred me to the director, and he had me send my like demo reel and stuff like that. I sent it, and he's like, okay, I'd love to have you for Liam. So that's how I ended up booking the role and that movie. And that movie's not out yet, but it should be out soon.
That's the one I was looking most forward to. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna just say I love your friends, Trevor. I love your friends, man.
Yeah,
and it's not often you run into friends like that.
Yeah, because I pride myself in like networking too when it comes to like social media and stuff like that. So I'm like, because like I really didn't have any like credits when I started, so I was like, social media is like really big in California, so I gotta like literally like make my social media or something stand out, so people want to like work with me and build my credits up. So I kind of took pride in that and how to like network and just different stuff like that.
Yeah, social media actually was the reason why I wanted to reach out to you and actually get you on the podcast. So obviously you're doing something right.
Yeah, right.
And one thing I do love about your page is, bro, you post funny, down to earth, genuine stuff. You could be one of those guys that just only post business, but I feel like people need to have some personality on their page, man. People want to know who you
are. Yeah, of course, because you don't just want like business. So I mean, sometimes you'll throw in some like comedy and stuff like that. Even I just started like really doing like reels and stuff like that, but because I know how much now. One of my friends, he makes like hella money off Instagram reels, and I was like, shit, I'll try. So like, like the past 2 weeks or whatever was like me actually like caring about like the reels and the algorithm and all that stuff that comes with like all the social media platforms. So
definitely. So we got 2 different segments today that we are going to do. And one segment we have is we actually play a game, and we actually interact with our fans because we're live streaming on our YouTube channel right now. So last episode we did a game. What was the name of the game, Amor?
Damn
Gina. Are you a Martin fan?
Yeah, I'm more of Friends is more my TV show, but I've seen Martin. Yeah.
For sure. So we pretty much, Damn Gina was a game that literally, if you was a fan of Martin, it would ask you specific questions. And even though I'm like a super fan, it was things that I was like, damn, I didn't think of that. Like, who's the first person that, appeared on a Martin episode besides Martin? And it was like Tommy. You get what I'm saying? So
nobody got that.
Nobody got it. Yeah. So today, the game we're going to play today, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with it. I'll just show you this. And I think it's going to be very fun. And we're going to play Family Feud today with you.
Okay, sounds good.
Family Feud is what we're going to play. But right now, I'll let or more spark off our other segment, which is called Get to Know You Better. This is a segment where we ask you a plethora of random different questions to get you comfortable, loosen up, and so the interview is just a little fun.
Gotcha.
All right, here we go. So because you talked about your mom, right? I want to ask you, what was your best childhood memory?
Probably like one of my favorites, even though like I just thought it was funny, but if she would hear this, she probably wouldn't think it was that funny. But one time she went to go get the mail, and there was like one of those doors that would like automatically lock. So at our apartment, so she had like a newspaper that was kind of closing, opening the keeping it open. So I was like shit, like 7, 8 maybe, and I took it was and snowing outside. It's the Midwest, so I took the paper out, the door shut. So she's locked outside. And so I go back on the couch and with my like Barney PJs on, and I'm probably watching Barney or some Teletubbies or some shit. And so I put my my legs on the table. I'm just like, she's like banging on the window, like, let me in. I'm just like chilling. I'm like waving to her. My legs are crossed. I'm just like watching whatever in my Barney PJs or my Elmo PJs, whatever, just chilling. And she's like knocking on my door. And then finally she gets a hold of my my grandma at the time, and she's like, watch my kid because I'm going to kill him.
Do you actually know what you was doing by taking that newspaper out?
Well, I was kind of a devil's child, so probably.
Yeah. Okay. So tell us a little bit about you and your family.
I'm pretty close with my mom. That's my mom and my stepdad, but I got like really close with my mom because there's basically just like me and her growing up, because she was like a single mom that like when she was raising me, like, and I saw how hard she would work just to give me like a regular, like working 2, 3 jobs just to give me like a life like everyone else and stuff like that. So I really have more of a like respect when it comes to like single moms and stuff.
Big ups to Mom Dukes, because moms be killing it. So big ups, because obviously she raised a great son, and you just continue to keep pushing it. Even her motivation seemingly it reflects from you to you, because you have gone to California and you've been doing your thing. You've been doing your thing.
Yeah, people think I'll be back after 3 months. So I've been here like 6 years. So
wow. So
how about that, fucker?
So what do you have to say for the naysayers, the people that thought you would only be in California for a few months or a few days?
Even. They can just see if they want. Shit, I don't gotta say anything.
Facts.
I love it. I love it.
So, what is your favorite food?
Pizza.
What kind of pizza?
Pepperoni.
Hey, my guy.
Let's go.
I know everyone's like, just pepperoni? Come on, you gotta put some more toppings on there. I'm like, no.
Sometimes it's too much when it's too many toppings.
Yeah, I'm like, they start adding like pineapple and stuff and all those extra toppings. I'm like, chicken, whatever, because they got that barbecue chicken pizza now and all that stuff. I'm like, nah, just give me that cheese and pepperoni. That'll be fine.
Right. If it's
I don't want any fruit. I don't want no fruit on my pizza. I'm sorry.
When they started adding pineapple and stuff, I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
And that's a California thing too, because when I first went out there, they was doing that heavy out California, and I never even had that before, and it made me sick when I ate it.
Yeah, nah, they were doing that stuff in Wisconsin when I was there, and I was like, nah. But I know they did it in California too, but I've never messed with it here, so.
Yeah.
So we know that acting is one of your skills, but do you have any secret skills?
I recently created my a short film, and I had to learn how to write, direct, produce, but probably writing. A lot of people don't know. Like during the COVID, I learned how to become like a writer, just so I could because my overall goal is to get like not my overall goal literally is to open my own like production company and kind of be like the Tyler Perry route and basically create my own stories and not really have to worry about like like now it's kind of like, okay, do I have enough money for that that location? Oh, can I get that actor? Can I do this? Can I do this? It's a lot of questions and be like, oh well, I need money to do that. And eventually I just want to be able to like write something and just be able to make it.
Nice. So I heard you say you're from Wisconsin. So I have to ask, are you a Green Bay Packers fan?
Yeah. I mean, they're not going to be any good this year, but.
And that was going to be my follow-up question. How do you feel about Aaron Rodgers leaving?
Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he hasn't really done anything, in 10 years, but besides that Super Bowl, otherwise he's been making it to close in the playoffs, but then he shrinks up in the big games. So, I mean, but I'd have anyone over Jordan Love, so.
You don't believe in Jordan Love?
Nah,
you don't give love to Jordan Love. What is going on?
I'd be seeing him when Aaron Rodgers would get hurt. Even when they had Devontae Adams, this guy would be overthrowing, underthrowing. I was like, how do you do that? He's the best receiver in the game. Even he couldn't even catch the balls that Jordan Love was throwing.
No, I definitely seen that too. So I know how you feel about that. I just thought it was maybe because he was a rookie.
Oh no, it's just trash.
My man said, "Oh no, not at all." So Trevor, tell us, what is your ideal dream date?
Dream date. Dang, yeah, I went on so many dates. Let's see.
Tell us about them too.
Let's see. I guess my ideal dream date would just be like, I mean, I'm not picky as long as, if the date went good, I think that would be my dream date. Like, maybe go to, grab dinner, go to a movie, maybe a walk after that and talk, maybe shit. But I've had lots of bad ones. So that's why I say like anyone that ends up, going good.
So spill the beans about the bad one. At least what was your absolute worst date?
Worst date. Let's see. She brought a +1 on the date.
Oh shit.
It was like
+1 meaning her friend, her kid, her dog. Who was the +1?
Her friend. And then her friend ordered hella food. And as soon as after everyone's eating or whatever, the server comes over and they're like, oh, you want this on one check or two? And the girl I was supposed to be on a date with, she like said hella quick, like she was on Family Feud herself. She was like, 1. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh, you trying to get your friend a free meal? Well, it worked. And that was like $180 for that date. Like,
damn.
Yeah, because they ordered like wine and shit, appetizers, meal. Like that shit was expensive. And I learned because I was like, damn, I just spent $200 and I'll never see any of these people again.
I was about to say, bro, they planned that. That was definitely planned out. That wasn't no.
That was a big plan. And I feel like a man asking this question, but after $200, like some people would be like, bro, somebody gonna let me smash because $200, come on, bro. That's a bill.
Yeah, it's still definitely didn't smash.
Sure.
I was thinking the same way too. I was like, shit. And it just nothing. Because I think it was from one of those like dating apps too.
Oh yeah. They definitely be scamming on them dating apps.
Yeah, because they probably get a free meal every day. They're like, oh, let's see, who do I want to tolerate today and get a free meal from?
Not tolerate. See, so they make women look bad, bro. I'm trying to tell you, it's terrible.
It's bad women and men out here. You feel me? So let me ask you. No, go ahead. You can say whatever you was about to say.
Oh no, I was gonna say there's a good chunk of females in LA that be trying to use guys for money and stuff like that. I was like, I've seen a lot of them here.
Oh, it's real big out there. I even dealt with that, and I ain't even had no money. So it's like, with that out in LA too. So I know.
You're like, you gotta get my pay for my feet. You need to pay for my nails. You need to pay for. I can't put gas in my car, even though it's $20. But
Now I
'Cause
see why guys like women that's natural. Makes sense.
Yeah, because I'm more of like I mean, shit, if it's like, doesn't have to be 50-50, but I mean, if you helping like 25%, I'll take that over nothing rather than let's just have Trevor go broke.
Yep.
Why they save money.
And that be the part. It don't be like they don't be having money or saving it. They just want to spend yours.
Exactly. Well, I mean, they might spend it on someone else, someone like one of their main guys.
Yeah. For real.
Come on, ladies, we got to do better. We got to do better.
All right, so I want to ask you 2 questions. The first one I want to ask you is, what is your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Why is Christmas your favorite holiday?
Just because I just remembered like being around like the whole family during Christmas in Wisconsin. So it'd just be like that's when I'd see all the like my aunts, uncles, cousins, and like I'd always help my mom with like Christmas decorations and stuff like that. So it always just brought good vibes.
Yeah, I love Christmas too. I think Thanksgiving might be my favorite because of the food. But
okay.
I understand. Even though the football game always sucks because they always put the daggone Washington and Detroit together. I'm glad Detroit is better now, but
oh yeah, used to be Packers and Lions every Thanksgiving. It used to be when they had Calvin Johnson.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's when the Lions was really good.
Yeah, I was like, Megatron, you ain't fucking with him.
Yeah, it just wasn't fair. I just used to feel like I know everybody's grown in the league right now, but he's like extra grown.
Yeah, he's like 2 NFL players put in one.
Hell yeah. My other question is, what was your worst job that you ever had?
If I in California, it was like my first job. It was like a dishwashing job, but like the draining system was trash. So like the whole time I was like dishwashing in like 2 inches of water, and I was like, okay, Trevor, how bad you want this acting shit? Because I was ready to fucking leave at that job. I was like, okay, this is where I'm gonna find out how bad I want it. Because let me tell you, I wanted to leave that job so quick.
More you got you want to ask maybe like 2 more questions and then we can go to our next segment.
Okay, let me see. Name like one of your biggest fears.
Probably spiders, like the hairy ass spiders.
Me too, bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
What's up with men and spiders? This is what I'm trying to figure out.
Bro, even the little ones, bro. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of any kind of spiders with legs.
So what made you scared of spiders though? Like what happened? Because sometimes stuff happens to make people afraid.
I watched Home Alone and saw that big ass tarantula.
I was about to say I watched Animal Planet. That's what did it for me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, definitely Home Alone. Definitely.
I'd be like, shit. Because you see that fucker is like, oh, there was that one scene where it like leaves the cage and stuff, and he don't know where that bitch is.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yeah, if I fucking go to sleep and all of a sudden I see a tarantula in front of my face, I'm like, oh hell no. I'm definitely gonna be scared of that.
All right, so my question to both of y'all right now. Are you guys ready to play Family Feud?
Of course.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll have a plethora of questions that you can answer. And I also have my chart right here so I can be able to write down the number 1 answers and everything and let you know how many accumulated. Hopefully you don't get 3 strikes. Say it again.
Are you gonna be Steve Harvey for today?
I'm gonna try.
Just don't mess some things up, bro. That's all.
I'd be watching those bloopers of Steve Harvey, like when people answer these questions and be like, I was like, damn, they clown his ass on YouTube.
No, definitely. So for the first one, I'm going to ask you, of course, you know, it's going to be 5 well, I can't even say that because each one has, you know, different amounts of answers. So for the first one, and How we looking on the comments some more? Are we having any comments right now jumping off?
Not right now.
Gotcha. Always try to make sure we keep track of our comments and things of that nature. So the first one we're going to start off with, it has 8 different questions. I mean, 8 different answers. Get my marker ready. 8 answers on the answer board. Name something most people regret.
Oh, you want me to answer?
Yes.
Tattoo?
You got 8 answers that you got to guess correct. And remember, you only get 3 strikes.
Okay. Tattoos?
Tattoos is actually the number 1 answer.
Hey.
I go again, right? Until I get 3 X's?
Yep.
Okay. Girlfriends? Or, yeah.
Axis / old flames is actually the number 3 answer. Okay.
Okay. Jobs?
Career choice is actually the number 6 answer.
Okay. House, houses maybe, I don't know, places where you live.
Nope, that'd probably be your first X, man. That's your first.
Oh, dang.
It's okay. This one is getting hard. You said all of the regular.
I know. I'm trying to think at the bottom of the barrel. Congrats. All right.
There you go.
I don't even know.
All right, how about this? Amor, do you have a suggestion, or would
Getting
you like
married.
to help him out?
That shit.
Marriage is definitely the number 5 answer.
Let's go. Something people regret. I mean,
I can actually give you an example. You just talked about it on your date. What did you do that you regretted on that date?
Oh, pay for the bill?
Spend money. Let's go. That's the number 2 answer.
Okay. Hell yeah. Definitely got my money.
You said, hell yeah.
I was like, I've been through plenty of dates like that. It's like, damn, I spent all day. And then the next day they'll text me and be like, I just think we should be friends. Well, you should have told me that when we were paying.
For real. What about something that's inevitable, like getting old?
Well, if that's her way of helping you, she just got you your second X. So you have one more at this point.
Dang. I tried.
So if you need me to remind you, tattoos, spending money, girlfriend, marriage, and career is all the ones that you got so far.
Okay. Yeah, I would just say children.
I actually feel like that should be on there, but unfortunately, that's your last X.
Well, this is New Era 410, so we can put it on there.
I was like, shit, depends what this kid has done.
Right, depending on who you're talking to. I mean,
yeah.
Depends on if you have a devilish child or not. No pun.
I mean,
we can ask Jeffrey Dahmer's parents.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah.
Well, his dad was on his side for real, so I don't know about that.
Oh dang! Oh yeah.
All right. So out of 8 answers, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correct. The answers you don't have, number 4 answers would be arguments / being rude. And number 7, it has lying. And number 8, not doing something.
Who came up with these answers?
Family Feud.
No, sir.
I was like, I would have never guessed any of these.
Right.
Those don't count. He got the question. Give him his 200 points.
All right. So, Amor, would
Yes.
you like to ask the next one?
I guess.
She's like, I guess.
Hold on 1 second. Can't see this, bro. Like, I'm blind. All right, let's get it. What do you keep on your nightstand?
Damn.
What do you keep on your nightstand?
I feel like that's not fair because everybody keep different shit on their nightstand. Like, how can you
just guess it because 100 people said it, I think, and yeah, just don't get them wrong. What the hell? That's the question.
Well, no pressure, Trevor.
No pressure at all.
Alarm clock.
Ding, 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 ding. That's the number 1 answer.
Okay, let's go. I'm rooting for you, my boy.
Cell phone.
That gotta be on it.
Let's go.
Go.
And for I mean, some people it's probably like maybe a weapon if there's a cop or something.
So Trevor, we didn't survey 100 cops, so no.
Hey, man, I want to.
Well, you should have. I would say maybe magazine.
Nope, no magazine. That's 2 strikes. You got 1
more.
What's something people really need on their nightstand? Like, maybe
do you want a hint?
Sure.
Yes, he deserves a hint.
What is it that people use to see?
Glasses.
Let's go.
Facts. Money.
That's your 3rd strike, my boy.
Money not on there.
Money is not on there
all the time
because they think that people just run around with credit cards. So yes, let's get it. So we have these answers. We have clock, radio, alarm, which you said, a lamp, phone or charger, book, glasses, tissue, and something that you're drinking right now, water.
Tissue. How could I not think about tissue?
Bro, because who put tissue on the nightstand? That's on the one that I don't use. Or in the bathroom. I don't know. This your family feud, right?
I'm talking to Steve Harvey right after this.
Okay, yeah, right. This is ridiculous.
Steve, you want to ask another one?
Yeah, I'll ask another. Name something you might trip over in your home.
Oh, I got a lot of these.
Shit, I can just list off shit ton of items. Food.
You said what?
I said food. I said food.
You got food on your goddamn floor, Trevor.
I don't know. I know there's hella people that have food on their floor.
The first thing I thought about was you having a pizza box on the floor.
I know, right?
Bro, talk.
So I went to food. Stuff that you can trip on over your floor. Shit. Garbage.
Trevor, we're gonna rewind that back. Is that your final answer?
Hey, speaking of kids, you feel me? Like, what's something kids always got on the floor?
All the time. Toys. Exactly. That is the number 1 answer. Toys and Legos.
Oh my God. If I step on a Lego, I'm pissed.
Pissed is my whole foot probably gone.
Oh yeah. You'd be like, what the heck?
Especially in the dark, you get pissed and everything. Like, you get so mad.
You know, stomped your toes. Oh my goodness, hit the dresser and everything else.
I'd be like, what the heck did I just step on?
You talking pain. Whew. Look, we are reminiscing about the moments.
Exactly. Hurt.
Trying to get into my childhood memory for this question.
Yes, sir. Well, not even just childhood.
But I
Just
haven't kicked over anything in like years in my house. Like ever.
Ooh, I got one for you. Shoes.
Shoes? Oh yeah, that makes sense.
That's the number 2 answer there, boy.
I'm trying to really think.
I know.
Stupid. Oh my goodness! I just got an answer just from the dog licking my hand just now. Pets. I'm always tripping over the daggone dog.
Oh yeah, because I'd be like circling your feet.
The 5th number 5 answer.
This little guy.
He says me.
Yeah.
You never trip on me.
All right, sit. It's like they run under your feet.
Oh yeah, there.
Think of some decorations that you might have on your floor. What's some things that people put on the floors that might be like decorations?
Shit. I mean, if we're thinking like Home Alone tree ornaments or something, I mean, people might trip over that.
That's the trap of bad guy.
I know. You're like, here you go.
Some places come with this specific thing throughout the whole floor. It's covered on the whole floor. Some places it's hardwood floor, and then other places is
carpet.
So like, what's like another
the smaller
word?
Piece,
right? A decorative piece for a
rug.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Harvey don't help like this, man.
No, Harvey don't help because he wants you to win the money by yourself. All right, so you got 2 more answers.
2 answers.
Yeah. Name something you might trip over in your home.
I guess 2 more.
Yup, 2 more.
I'm like looking around my house, like, okay. Like, what the fuck can I trip over?
I think about plugging things up. Like right now, I got stuff all over the place.
Like cords and stuff.
Ding, ding, ding. That's the 4th answer. And you got 1 more. Let's see. Can you get this last answer?
We'll see.
I think we already said the other one. Which?
No, you didn't.
What number? What number?
Dos. You didn't see number 2.
We did say that.
So when? I was gone. I bet I'm reading.
You were gone, Dad. Where'd you go?
Didn't we say shoes, bro?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I think I was talking to Fib.
Yeah, we said shoes already.
Okay, if you say so. You're the guest, not me.
So let's like take a little quick break in the game and let's get back more into the interview. And once again, this is season 2. I'm not sure if you actually got a chance to watch any of the episodes from season 1, but we do a lot of different things. And like we were saying before this, we try to make a safe space for everybody. And we just thankful that you came on this platform and you're able to tell your story and different things. What is a challenge right now that you're going up against being in California trying to become an actor?
Let's see. There's WGA strike. There's a SAG-AFTRA strike. So basically, actors can't audition. They can't work on another film, TV show. Basically, the only thing we can do right now is commercials. But
can you give us a little insight on that? Like, why is that? Like, what's going on with that?
It's a lot about like AI has some part of it. how times are changing, but they're still underpaying all of us, like with inflation and stuff like that. They don't want to give us more money. I mean, part of the SAG-AFTRA, what I heard on the YouTube video yesterday is like when there's background extras, they want to start scanning them. So then after that one day of work, they can use that person and basically like other projects. So they won't even need, as soon as they scan the person, like they want to put you in other projects, but not pay you anything.
Like make a hologram version of you?
Yeah, like AI shit. So like a real person will work that one day and they'll scan you. And then after that one day, they'll just kind of be like, okay, we don't need you anymore because we already got a AI version of you.
Yeah, but that's like copyright infringement of a whole human being. Like, what in the world?
Yeah, because that's what they're trying to do, and they're not going to pay that actor anything more too. It'll just be like, okay, cool, he got that one day worth, but now we can use his AI form for TV shows, movies, whatever we want, whatever we want, basically. So now we're just waiting for. I mean, if you heard what all the big execs say on the WGA strike, it's basically we're gonna resume talks when all the writers have lost their homes and are starving.
Wow,
bro, that's messed up.
But isn't it ironic that they have this Who Cloned Tyrone, Jamie Foxx film coming out, and now they want to pretty much clone AI versions of people.
Yeah, people telling me to like go watch this one Black Mirror episode because they said that like it's kind of like what's happening now in like the entertainment industry too. I was like, okay, I never really saw the episode of Black Mirror because I don't have Netflix, but I was like, shit, give me a Netflix, I'll watch it.
No, I heard a lot of stuff about Black Mirror. Like, so you're not the first person that mentioned Black Mirror in like the things that's going on in our world today. But I think it's super weird how they're doing so many different things. Like as a whole, I think it's super weird that they're doing so many different things that's not beneficial to the people. And it's like we are the reason why the world goes around. So it's kind of like weird, even with the like them cloning meat. You trying to clone humans, clone meat? Like, what is that infatuation with cloning things? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, because I don't know if they saw like fucking iRobot and what happened in that movie, but shit, because right now they're trying to. I tell people all the time, like I had some phone calls yesterday, and I said they're trying to basically take everyone's job in the entertainment world. Because right now, like they have a system where all they have to do is write some topics on this one site on a computer, and they make like a perfect TV show of it. So they don't even need writers at this point. They can just use that.
I seen people asking, I actually seen it on Instagram a few days ago where people would literally type in, write me a 10-page essay on X, Y, and Z, and they will write a perfectly structured out essay. Like, yeah. But the scary part about the AIs is even Elon Musk is kind of starting to get to a point where he's starting to get nervous because he had videos, and you can look these videos up too, where they're talking to the AIs, and the AIs are saying stuff about world domination and all of that. And it's like, why are y'all still making them if they already showing y'all signs that they want to take over the world and stuff? Like, they're getting too smart.
It's like people don't believe it until the shit is in their face.
Yeah, I mean, Elon Musk is probably freaking out about some old stuff about Mark Zuckerberg fucking copying his Twitter and making it better. He's probably freaking out about that right now.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you made Twitter, except you make it better, and people actually fuck with it now. Like, what the heck? Now, what am I gonna do with this Twitter app?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah, I never really understood I was just trying to see what was his whole point of getting Twitter. I thought it was just like a money flex and he was bored.
I thought he was just fucking with Trump.
Yeah, maybe he just had too much money, so he's like, what can I buy for a couple $1 billion? So he got Twitter, and now he's making it where people have to like pay yearly or something to get like a blue check mark and stuff like that. But
yeah, but you got to think, people that celebrities don't give a damn about that blue check mark. They already know they're celebrities, so why would they pay for it?
well, now fucking, I think the celebrities don't have a blue check.
Right. So everybody with the blue check, you kind of looking like,
Yeah,
Crazy.
because now you're paying $15 a month or whatever to get a blue check. I'm just like, because they already told me I can get it. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. Everyone has that shit. It's not gonna mean anything, and I'm just gonna be giving Mark Zuckerberg $15 a month more money. So
You
shit,
know
he
what we
can
should
keep
just do? All we gotta do is freaking print out a blue check and hold a picture with it saying, I got my blue check. That's it.
Oh my God. You're like, look at everyone, I'm famous.
Real talk. Yo, I can't.
I ain't gonna lie, that AI stuff really be scary to me because I'm one of them, I'm very inquisitive. I'm like curious about a lot of things because I know the things that they put out in the world is not all true. And a lot of it is not true. I always been one of them type of people where when I was little, I was like, he lying. Like, that ain't true. Like, no, the government lying. Like, and then when you find out publicly a bunch of times the government lie, it kind of like makes you be like, all right, what else are they not telling us? Like this whole UFO thing, I just feel like me personally, not to try to get too deep into it, I feel like, and people might kill me for this, I feel like NASA is bullshit. I don't feel like they fucking going to the moon and doing all these things. It's videos that's been coming out lately where they've been showing people like literally you can tell they have harnesses and stuff on them and they supposed to be floating or the water is sitting still, but you're supposed to be in space. So it's just like even the guy that oh man, I can't think of his name, but he even admitted that the images of the earth is not even real. They Photoshop. So it's just like,
Oh, damn.
Look,
Yeah.
the green screen has been a powerful thing for a long time.
The green screen.
The green screen. So I mean, it all depends on who you are, who you're talking to, and what you necessarily believe, I guess, So
I think
but it does suck big time for people like yourself and other actors and actresses that have been worked their butt off just to be, in a sense, replaced. You know what I mean? Like you can't replace an actual human being, but for somebody to just be like, hey, let me just scan you real fast, and I'm gonna use you in this next video, but I'm not gonna pay you shit. But I'm gonna use you in this next video.
Yeah,
that's a slap in the face.
I mean, writer-wise, they don't really need writers. Because if the computer is making a better script than the writers are, they're like, okay, we don't even need you guys anymore. So, and it saves them money. So they're just like, okay, bye.
But don't you think that take like the authenticity out of it? Or like, the true art of what writing can be and what acting can be?
Yeah, the big executives don't really care.
Yeah, true. Okay. So in this instance, right, if the strike doesn't end, what is your like, I know you said that you guys can do commercials, but what is your necessary plan B if the strike doesn't end?
Well, I mean, I'm still working at a restaurant right now, so I'm just chilling. And on my days off, I'm going to be like going out to all the protests and stuff like that. But I mean, they thought they lost a lot of money. They were freaking out when COVID happened. This is basically COVID, so the execs are gonna be the one losing money. Because everyone else, they can just. I mean, a lot of them probably have like residuals and stuff coming anyway. So it's like, I mean, if people want entertainment, they're gonna tell the execs to pay them money, and because they're making like probably high millions, billions in the film industry. So there's no reason they can't pay the writers and the actors more money.
Right.
That's how a lot of businesses are, though. Like, even with the restaurant you work in, I'm pretty sure the person that owns the restaurant is making 3 or 4 times more than what y'all are making. But he's going to choose to keep all the money for himself and underpay all of the people that's keeping his business going, which I never really understood. From a business aspect, as far as being greedy, and how people become rich. All right, I understand it because you got to step on everybody and use people to become wealthy and stuff like that in that aspect. But if you genuinely care about your business, I feel like the businesses that do the best, like they genuinely care about their people. because it's only but so long you can be able to use people. Like you want, if I have a business, I want you to feel like you can spend the rest of your working career with me. I don't want you to have to work just for a couple of years or something like that. I want you to feel like this is your career the rest of your life. But how often do we have jobs where we feel like that?
Rarely.
Not
You're
often.
like, yeah, I'm gonna work here for the next year, maybe two, and then find something else.
You're always looking to find something better because it's not too many jobs out here that genuinely take care of their people. And life is hard. Like even right now with 2 incomes in one house is hard.
Oh, yeah, trust me, it
And
is.
Cali is expensive as hell. We had a 1 bedroom out Cali. When I lived out Cali, we lived in Santa Monica. You know about Santa Monica?
Yeah, Santa Monica can be expensive as hell.
$1,400 for 1 bedroom.
Oh damn. Yeah, I got roommates for mine $600 a month.
And that's not bad, you feel me? Especially
That's love right there.
yeah, you feel me? But you had to have roommates to do that. So it's just like, even if you doing really good, it just seemed like the society puts you in a place where you're going to struggle some type of way.
Oh yeah, it's definitely. That's why I'm like shit. I'll pay less so I can save more money, and because I don't really need like my own spot when it comes to like a big studio or whatever for like, because some of my friends are paying like 2K, like over 2K for like a studio by themselves and stuff like that. I'm like shit. I just be going to work at this point. Yeah, but
that just gave me a whole headache right there.
Yeah. But I mean, shit, they fucking easily making that payment. So I'm like, shit, that fucking, you can, I mean, all those monthly bills, you can easily get a house for that.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, for sure. So Trevor, I kind of want to ask you some more questions about your acting, to be honest, right?
Okay.
Like, are there specific techniques that you may use that's best for you in regards to your acting or getting a role?
There's like, I think there's like hella techniques, but mine is just kind of like living in the moment, just kind of like learning who the character is and just kind of go in his shoes. I mean, a lot of it is like, there's like repetition with the Meisner technique and then everyone else, but I was just more comfortable with like, not really a technique, but just kind of like living in the moment, maybe not going into it as much as Heath Ledger did in Joker, but yeah, it's kind of like that.
Please don't go that route.
Don't go on the deep end.
I was like that character shit. If I saw him on the street, I'd be fucking scared as hell.
But bro, that's real though, because I'm trying to remember his real name. Do you guys
Idris?
huh?
Who? Idris?
No, the guy that played Franklin Saint on Snowfall.
What the heck is his name?
I forgot his name, but he had an interview on
his name's Damson Idris, I think.
Him, yeah. He had an interview on uninterrupted podcast. That's like LeBron James and Rich Paul and all those guys. And he literally said where it was to a point where to get in a role, he had to let the devil inside of him. And he said he had nightmares for months after that until he felt like himself again, just because he had to get into them roles. And so I understand like that stuff can like take over you because you're trying your best to really feel like this is really you at the moment. And you want the people to feel that. So he was saying it was hard for him to turn it off. Like he thought he was
Will Smith, like after he said he was done shooting a movie, and when he left a set, he was like trying to adjust that girl that was playing his wife wasn't actually his wife. I was like, damn. But he said he was struggling and stuff like that. I was like, shit, yeah, that stuff be hard.
Psychological warfare, man.
And even like I believe the name is the lady that played in The Exorcist in like the 1973 movie or something like that, Reagan McNeil. Like they said that she had to undergo psychiatric therapy after the Exorcism movie, because just think about you playing those particular roles. You know what I mean? You are stepping outside of yourself. You are necessarily have to introduce certain things into your space, your aura. You know what I mean? Just to try to match what the writers necessarily need. So at any time did you feel like you had to like not go to that extent, but like really hone into like something that the writers were looking for?
Well, at the end of the day, it's like because you can't really like make them like do what they want you to do. It's kind of like it's like a marketing thing, like what you bring to the table. Like it's all your choices, and they I mean, shit. If they don't want you, that's cool. But at the end of the day, you're just bringing what you think that they would want to see. Because if you start thinking about what they want to see, then obviously you're not being you when you're in these acting roles and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, you're just supposed to like, I mean, if you're playing like some character or whatever that you maybe need to be angry or whatever, I mean, you're not going like psycho killer. Maybe you just bring like the angry side of you out when you do this role. You're not like totally supposed to like change your whole self just for the role, but you're supposed to like bring that part of you out for whatever you're auditioning for or playing.
Nice. So when you go to auditions, are you going for some moolah, or are you going because you like specific roles? Like, are there specific roles that you go for and specific roles that you stay away, or do you just
chase that bag?
Chase the bag, yeah.
well, I'm lucky because a lot of my auditions are like, because I'm with kind of like a bigger management, so they only send me on stuff basically that where they're gonna make a pretty good size like investment. So it's kind of like most of my auditions, they'll be like recurring for whatever, a Netflix TV show, HBO show, ABC, CBS, stuff like that, like series regular roles. And so I kind of blessed when it comes to that. But the stuff I won't do, I mean, I'm a little weary on like the guy on guy kissing and stuff like that. But if it's a good story and it pays hella good, like
Gotta pay hella good.
yeah. Like I'll think about it. But I just this one audition for Euphoria or whatever, and I didn't get the part, but it was like a little co-star role, and basically they said if I got it or whatever, I'd have to like, because I was like drunk, then I went to like the toilet, and I basically have to like pull my pants down or whatever and like go to the bathroom, and then I start flirting with Zendaya while she's in the bathtub, and I'm on the fucking toilet, fucking drunk out of my mind. And they were like, oh yeah, must be comfortable with like basically showing like front nudity or whatever. And I was like, well shit, it's Euphoria, so if I get it, I get it.
Right, exactly.
That's one thing I always wondered, like, what is it gonna take for certain people to do things that's like that they're not necessarily for? Like, so if you're like a street guy, but you get an opportunity to do a huge role and they paying you a bunch of money, but they're asking you to do something that goes against you being a street guy. It's like, I never really knew like what to feel. Of course, the natural me would be like, hell no, I ain't doing that. But you as an entertainer and an actor, you as an entertainer and an actor, it's kind of like, if this is your passion, that doesn't necessarily make you not a straight guy anymore. But I feel like mentally that's tough, man. I feel like that's mentally tough.
Well, even Jim Carrey on Dumb and Dumber, they offered him $10 million for that role.
What did he have to do with Dumb and Dumber?
Well, yeah, I'm just telling you like the salary of actors, like
God.
big projects or whatever. I'm like, so he got offered $10 million for Dumb and Dumber, and I don't think it was like I don't think they knew it was like that big till it got done filming and whatever. But they offered him $10 million just straight off of that.
And he probably thought 10 million was a steal, but then they probably did hundreds of million once it got big.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I know that's a tricky thing too. I know you definitely probably like, you don't know how big the movie's going to get. So, and you don't want to be too greedy, but at the same time, if you feel like you're a good actor, you want to get your money's worth. So I know that's probably hard to negotiate too.
Yeah, because some of the big actors, like they don't even make like a rate like that. They'll make a George Clooney. I heard an interview on him. He said he didn't even get a rate. Like he made money based on if the film did good or not. But it ends up being more money than just a rate. So if it does good.
What is what? Go ahead, Amor.
Just go.
I was about to say, what do you think, you feel me, like the biggest salaries are? So we know the biggest actors right now, probably like Will Smith, Jamie Foxx, as far as Idris Elba, like the people that have the huge roles. Like, what do you think they're being offered for their roles right now?
I think standard is like 7 to 10
That's it?
for like Brad Pitt and shit. Yeah. For like feature film.
Yo, they be making over hundreds of millions on these movies and they only get 7 to 10? Damn.
Yeah, that's
You sure you want to be an actor, bro? It's like, no, that's still life
I'll
changing.
take that million. Yeah, I'll take a movie for 1 million. Shit.
But it kind of makes sense as to why a lot of actors have been producing and writing themselves now, because they want those credits, they want the money, not just the role.
Because you get paid more than just you would if you're an actor by yourself.
Oh yeah, because you get like you get producer money too. Like a lot of the A-listers, they'll be on the executive producer credit too. So if the movie does good, they'll get that producer money as well. And if they write on it too, because I know Jonah Hill, he's starting to write more too, so he gets like that writer money too.
And is the writer money more? Is more than
I don't know much about the writer money, but I know shit, a bonus one, and that one hurt.
I kind of feel like it might be more, because even when you think about it, when in the music industry, like for example, Amor is an artist, so she's not going to get paid as much for the song as the producer making a beat. It's kind of weird because the producer is strictly getting all profit. He doesn't have to break anybody off, but she got to pay her manager. She got to pay her marketing team and all that. So it's just kind of like, I wouldn't be surprised if the writer actually got more.
Yeah, because I mean, and it's all based on like how big you are. Because if you're talking about music, obviously some unknown artist is going to be hella cheap, and you trying to book like a Lil Wayne or Drake or something, his price is going to be like off the roof too. So it's kind of like, it's probably like how big you are, rather than, because your agent or whatever has to like negotiate too. Like if you're Brad Pitt, you can tell your agent, because he can go back and forth. Oh, they want to give you blah 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 for this role, and he can be like, oh hell no. They can take my offer or leave it, and your agent will like negotiate all the ins and outs of like how much money you're gonna get. So all the like the Brad Pitts, the Jennifer Anistons, and all that, they'll have their rates, and the agent knows it, and then they'll try to negotiate the best price for the artist.
Nice. So what big actors and actresses have you worked with so far?
Let's see. There's Linda Gray on that Lionsgate film. There's I had a little part in Sandy Wexler, and I got to talk with Jennifer Hudson, Kevin James, Terry Crews, Adam Sandler, David Spade. I think Bret Michaels was there too. Got to talk to him.
I'm jealous.
Me too.
But yeah, I think that was like the biggest film where I could like actually talk to. I mean, I auditioned for that Brad Pitt movie this year that got like SAG awards. I think it was called like Babylon or something, with Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, Tobey Maguire was in it, J.K. Simmons. That was probably the biggest one that I've auditioned for. And then probably the biggest one I worked on was that Adam Sandler project. And I'd be seeing Adam Sandler everywhere. I'd be like, shit, Adam.
So how is he? Because I mean, like, I would think that he's a pretty cool guy. So how is he really?
Yeah, he's like laid back, because when I was working, because it was like a PF Chang's, and I was passing for food out to this party outside, and I was like, "Kung Pao chicken," and no one was answering. So this guy came from behind me, and all of a sudden I turned around, Adam Sandler's right in my fucking face. He's like, "What's up, buddy?" I'm like, "What's up?"
Not you sounding like him just now.
Yeah. And then he grabbed the Kung Pao chicken from me. He was like, he yelled it out or whatever. He's like, Kung Pao chicken. So, and then every time I came out, he's like, "What's up, buddy? How you doing?" He was just like greeting me every time I like brought food out. So he was pretty like chill.
Who's the
Nice.
coolest? Who's the coolest actor or actress that you met so far?
I'd say probably Adam.
I was just about to say maybe Adam.
Yeah, just
So down.
even like the extras or whatever. Like when he'd have to like go in between the extras, he'd be like squeezing, giving like all the extras like back massages and shit like that. Like, oh, what's up? I know you. And then Terry Crews is like a second because he's like really humble and he's like a big ass fucking strong teddy bear.
I was about to say, I heard a lot of people describe him as a big teddy bear, like, and you can kind of get that, like, because I seen a video. I don't know if y'all remember a few years ago, a video went viral of him when he broke down and he was crying about, you know, like some personal stuff in his life and how certain things are hard and all that. That kind of gave me like a whole different perspective of him. I already loved him as a fan, you feel me? But I was just like, damn, bro, you never know, like what people going through. Forget the outside.
Oh yeah, he's pretty chill now. Like at the end of the movie shoot too, he's like, I just want to thank everyone that came out. I know you all gonna be successful actors and actresses one day, and I look forward to working with you all in future projects and stuff like that. And I'm saying like he would come to work in his PJs and stuff, just ready to go, and he would thank everyone for like showing up for his project. And like, I know it's early, and I just want to appreciate like all you actors and actresses for coming out to my movie. And yeah, just like basically thanking everyone because he basically knows like my movie wouldn't be possible without from what like Hollywood perceives the extras as like kind of like the little people, the people that kind of like shit, anyone can do that stuff, but the big stars, they know that they couldn't really do the movie without the little people. So as Hollywood perceives it.
So Trevor, kind of to wrap our episode up. First, we wanted to just thank you, because you could have had been doing anything else. You in the sunny state, you know what I'm saying? You could have been doing anything else, but you chose to be here with New Era 410. And we just thank you very much. We're appreciative of you and your time. But we really want to know if you could tell our viewers anything about acting or about life, period. What advice would you give them?
Well, when I wanted to become like an actor, everyone thought it was like impossible, and I would kind of ask like bigger actors that I was friends with on Facebook. I would ask them like advice that they had for me, and they were like, my advice is like, if there's anything else in the world that you want to do that. But if you want to become like something in the entertainment world, then do that too. But if there's ever like anything else you want to do, because in the entertainment world it's like cutthroat, and don't worry about how someone makes it, because you're gonna have like your different path from how he made it and he made it and he made it. Because a lot of people want to try to copy that path because they're like, oh, I'm gonna make it like that. But really, it's kind of just like you just have to do your own thing.
Before we go, I got two things. Amor, is there anything that you wanted to go ahead and say?
Yep. So Trevor, I do have a short film that I'm gonna shoot to you. Let me know what you think. Okay. Yeah, and I got some music too, so I'm gonna shoot it right to you. And be honest, let me know what you think.
Okay, sounds good.
And did I tell you what I actually went to school for in California, or did I just say I went to school?
No, you just said you went to school.
I went to school for film to actually be a movie director. So, right. So me and Amor actually have a company together where she does all the photography and I do all the videography. So we haven't shot our first movie yet, but we are. Trust me.
Are you guys in California right now?
Not right now. No.
I'm on the East Coast.
Oh, okay. So like Atlanta or
no, I'm far East Coast, like Maryland.
Oh, okay.
And I'm in South Carolina.
Okay.
So the one before we get up off of here, one thing I do want to ask you, we always ask all our guests this. So the first thing I want to ask you, what did you think about the episode How did you feel about it? And would you be willing to come back on, or would you be willing to tell people about it? Like, just what's your experience being on this episode? Just your honest opinion.
I liked it. I liked how you kind of brought a game into it, and yeah, I would come back on. Kind of like good vibes and stuff like that. So it's not like anything where it's just kind of like people just straight up asking like questions. Okay, like stuff
Right.
like that. Actually, like engaging and stuff like that. So
Yeah. And the last thing I would like for you to do, if you don't mind, is we want to start putting together an intro. So I didn't even tell her more of this yet. I'm telling you first. We want to start putting together an intro. So every guest that we come on here, we want to get them to do like I forgot the proper name of it, but it's like not a sound bite, but like a clip of them saying like shout out New Era 410 podcast. And then eventually every single person that gives us a shout out will be our intro, if that makes sense.
okay.
So if you up to it, you feel me? Whenever you ready.
No, it's 410, right?
Yeah, New Era 410 podcast. Or you can say 410.
What?
Or you can say 410. Some people say 410, 410. It's really however you prefer.
Okay. And just say shout out 410 New Era podcast.
Yeah. I mean, what's your personality in it? But yeah.
Okay, I got you. You ready? Okay. Shout out New Era 410 podcast for having me on today.
Yes,
hey, let's go.
We appreciate having you, man. Like, anything that you got coming up, feel free to share it to us. Anybody that come on our podcast, you just gained a new fan or 2 new fans. And all our followers and subscribers, we're going to make sure that we keep it like a community and we support you or whatever you do. So don't hesitate. You know, we follow each other. You and the more can follow each other if y'all haven't. I see all the stuff that you post, watch your stories and all that. And we're going to be more tapped in and in tune, man. We want to be a part of watching you grow, and we want the best for you as far as your success, man. So once again, thank you for coming on. I always end the show off with my lady having the last word. So I'll let her, do her thing.
All right, y'all. If you ain't subscribed to New Era 410 podcast, that's crazy about you. So make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and also make sure that you also follow Trevor Schlies, right? Schlies, right?
Yeah.
Schlies. Make sure you follow Trevor because he has great things going on for himself, and he also has a great advice for each and every one of us. So make sure, stop what you're doing right now. Be sure to follow Trevor and follow New Era 410 podcast. We out.
Appreciate having you again, man.
All right, thank you.
Welcome.